Jacinda Ardern has promised 2019 to be the year of delivery, but made a case today from the Waitangi Treaty grounds that good progress has already been made for Maori. But the Prime Minister conceded that more needs to be done. Protest was minimal at the Upper Marae, where party leaders were welcomed for the traditional pōwhiri, but down at Te Marae it was a different story for former National Party leader Don Brash. Our political reporter Joe Moyer is at Waitangi.
It's been a year to the day since the Prime Minister asked the people of the North to hold her and her government to account. Last year, a hapu Jacinda Ardern made promises to reduce Maori incarceration rates and declared the government should be judged on its actions.
It has been 1 year since I stood on this veranda. It's been 1 year that I talked about the importance of this place to all of Aotearoa. It's been 1 year since I talked about the distance between the two houses. And it's been 1 year since I asked all of you to hold all of us and myself to account.
She's returned to the Waitangi Treaty grounds and reflected on the year that has been, both as a leader and a mum.
The past 12 months have taught me what a journey we have to go on together. But it's also taught me what a privilege this job is. It's taught me the joy of being a mum. This year has taught me that we may make progress on inequality. We may reduce poverty, we may reduce unemployment, education, the prison population, but there will still, for all of that, be distance between these two houses.
But the overwhelming message from Ms Ardern is that while this year is one she has dubbed as the year of delivery, there is still much more to do.
Last year I shared my aspiration that more should have the dignity of work. And in the last 12 months, we have seen unemployment drop. Maori unemployment is the lowest that it has been in a decade, and yet the distance between us is still too high. We have more to do.
While Ms Ardern's daughter, who was here with her in Waitangi, wasn't part of today's pōwhiri, her name, Niamh Te Aroha, featured strongly with the choice of waiata led by the Prime Minister.
Te Aroha, te whakapono, me te rangi Marie.
The National Party leader Simon Bridges spoke from the Paipai today, the first time as leader.
The Prime Minister has said that this must be a year of delivery, and I couldn't agree more with that sentiment. It must be a year of delivery for Maori, for all New Zealanders, because korero is good, barbecues are better, and getting hold of some of Shane Jones' funds, that's magic.
He noted he was the first Maori leader of a major political party, a comment which appeared to amuse Winston Peters. Mr Bridges said any future relationship with Maori would be one of partnership.
You know what solutions are best for your hapu, for your iwi, for your whānau, for your communities. And that's why we'll keep working with you on things like whānau ora, on things like partnership schools, on things like te ture whenua Māori land reform.
Asked whether Mr Bridges' comments were an easy dig at the government, this is what Ms Ardern had to say.
Well, actually on charter schools we did quite a significant amount. We've transitioned those schools into a different model. Actually, no, I don't tend to take everything that's said in a pōwhiri personally. And so no, I'll just take Simon Bridges at his word, and it's an offer that he's chosen to make.
The overall mood here today was warm and united, something that has grown out of the Waitangi organisers' decision to move the day away from the lower marae, Te Tii, and up to the more neutral treaty grounds. While a protester visibly upset about the presence of politicians at Waitangi was moved on just moments after everyone had been seated, the only protest of the morning, the united front from across the political divide was a significant change from years gone by.
That's ultimately been what the organisers have been driving for, and I think it's led to a really positive environment.
Protest was expected at the lower marae, Te Tii, when the former National Party leader Don Brash spoke this afternoon. His comments deriding the value of te reo Māori weren't well received. He was shouted down by protesters led by Dame Whina Cooper's daughter. Tomorrow the Prime Minister and a large contingent of MPs will attend the dawn service at Waitangi before Ms Ardern again dons an apron and tongs to put on a huge barbecue breakfast for the public. After her promise from the marae to deliver much more, her first port of call is ordering in extra sausages to make sure there's enough kai to go around. From Waitangi, for Checkpoint, Joe Moyer.